So this morning we're going to do a class that activates the 10 bodies. Now in Kundalini Yoga, we have 10 bodies. I probably won't be able to remember what each of the 10 bodies are off the top of my head, but of course we have the physical body. We have 3 minds, and they're counted as bodies. So they're more subtle, they're subtle bodies. We have the negative mind, the positive mind, the neutral mind. We have the Pranic body, which is the breath, the life force body. We have the radiant body, this part of the body. We have the subtle body, which is where the soul is, the house of the soul. I don't know how many we've got now. We've maybe got 6 there. There are more. I know there are more. And I heard recently people saying, including you, that balance is something that is really difficult to strike at the moment in these times. So the class this morning is really geared around finding balance within all the bodies, all out this, in the emotional realm, which is the emotional body, the physical body, the spiritual body, which has an effect on the mind and all those other bodies that I mentioned earlier. So it's about balance today. So we'll start with some pranayama. We'll do the kriya to awaken our 10 bodies. And then we'll end with a meditation, which is about meditative balance. So a beautiful meditation to do to actually, through meditation, find the balance. But we'll start with a pranayama that is for health, energy, and radiance. So we're working on the radiant body with this pranayama. And but before we begin, let's tune in so that we come into our bodies, our 10 bodies. Just float on in there and just remember to ground, feeling the ground beneath you. Sitting tall and straight. Bring the chin in and down a little. Hands together at the heart center. And we tune in with the Adi mantra. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. We chant this 3 times. Inhaling to chant. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhaling and exhaling to relax. So we take the right hand and place our palms together. So we're crossing the hands together like this. And the right thumb will be over the left thumb. And we just place our arms alongside the rib cage, just nice and relaxed. And the hands a few inches in front of the heart center. Now we're going to inhale through the mouth 3 times, then exhale through the nose in 1 stroke. So it's like this. That's the breath pattern. But we're also going to do something with our hands. Every time we inhale, we're going to pulse the hands so it looks like this. So we bring the hands together like a clap, and also we tighten the grip and then relax it. Tighten the grip as we pull the hands together, relax it, tighten, relax. So it's like a pumping motion. So I'll put that together to show you what it looks like. And then relax the hands on the exhale through the nose. And then we begin again. Okay, I hope that's easy to understand. And we'll try to practice this for about 11 minutes. Now, the breath is quite stimulating. So if you find yourself becoming quite dizzy or a bit disoriented, because we're bringing a lot of oxygen into the system, please feel free to relax and just breathe normally and then rejoin when you can. The right hand into the left, the right thumb crossing over the left thumb. Let me just check where our eyes go. Our eyes are closed. So we inhale 3 strokes through the mouth, 1 stroke through the nose for the exhale. Relax the hands on the exhale. Shall we begin? Now inhaling deeply. Hold the breath and really tighten up the hands. Exhale powerfully through the nose, through the mouth, sorry. Inhale again. Tighten up the whole body. Hold the breath. Cannon breath. One last time, inhaling deeply. And cannon breath. And relax. And just breathing normally and noticing how you're feeling. Now, we'll commence with the Kriya, but I'll just fix up the screen so that I'm center and so I can be seen. There we go. Okay, awakening our 10 bodies to find balance. We're going to start with the breath of fire. So I'll demonstrate what the breath of fire is. It is almost like sneezing. So we push, our whole body is engaged, particularly the belly when we sneeze. And this is similar, except we're just going to engage the belly. We push air out the nose. We relax the belly, the in-breath happens automatically. So it looks like this. Pulling the belly in, relax the belly, and you'll notice that your in-breath happens. So that is the breath of fire. What it does is it stimulates the fire element in the body. That's why it's called the breath of fire. It raises the temperature of the body. It cleanses the blood. It gives us an altered state, so it raises our awareness. You might be feeling that already from the breath we've just done. You can feel this whole static in and around the body. This breath also does the same thing. It is powerful. So if you are menstruating and you're in your first 1 or 2 days, then don't perform this breath and just do normal breathing. Or you could do a very light breath of fire, which would look more like this. So you're only pulling in the belly just a little, and it's a very light exhale through the nose. So we're going to combine the breath of fire with the stretch pose. So let me demonstrate the stretch pose. Lying on the back, placing our hands onto the buttocks to support the lower back. Feet together, we raise our feet about 6 inches off the floor. We press the lower back into the mat. We raise our head to look at our toes, and pointing the toes away from us, we begin the breath of fire. Now the whole body should be relaxed as you do that breath of fire in the stretch pose. We'll attempt to do this for 3 minutes and just relax if you need to. It looks simple to do this pose, but it is actually quite difficult. We're working on the core here. So lying on your back, hands underneath the buttocks to support your lower back. Raising the head and the feet off the ground, pushing the lower back into the floor, breath of fire. If your head gets heavy, your neck gets sore, you can relax the head down. Keep going. And bring the head up when you're able to. We have 1 more minute to go. Inhaling deeply, hold the breath. Exhale and relax. Taking your hands out from underneath you and just relaxing here for a couple of breaths. And rolling over to your side to bring yourself back up to sit. Now I'll demonstrate the next part of the posture. We'll be lying down the same posture, but this time we bring our knees into our chest. Wrapping your arms around your knees, bring the nose in towards the knees, and we continue with the breath of fire. Okay, so coming into position. Lifting your nose towards the knees and breath of fire. Again, you can relax your head down if you need to rest your neck. And then bring the head back up when you're able to. Now inhale deeply, hold the breath. And exhale, and lying onto your back to relax for a couple of breaths. And rolling over to your side to bring yourself back up to sit. Sitting with our legs crossed in the easy pose. We continue with the breath of fire. The pranic body is getting a good workout today. I need to take a layer off because I've gotten hot from the breath, which is one of the effects of the breath of fire. Now, this time, we're going to do the breath of fire again, but with our arms up above the head. Now you can't see my hands because my hands are chopped off, so I'll show you what our hands look like. We're going to have our hands like this so that the fingers are down at the top of the pads of the hands. The thumbs are pointed towards each other. And our arms will be as straight as you can get them, about 60-degree angle. And we do the breath of fire. Inhaling deeply. Bringing your arms up over your head, the thumb tips touch. When your thumb tips touch, open up the hands, keep the breath held in. And then exhale, lowering the hands. And we'll sit here for a couple of breaths. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. Next thing we do, we take our legs out wide. Arms up over the head on the inhale, exhaling towards the left foot. Inhale, exhale towards the right foot. We just alternate between the legs. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the left foot. Inhale center, exhale to the right foot. Inhale to the center, hold the breath, and relax. Keep the legs wide, but you can shake them out if you like, if you need to. What we're going to do next is holding on to the toes the whole time, keeping the legs wide. If you can't reach your toes, you can bend the knees to reach the toes, or you can take a hold of your ankles. Sometimes if our hamstrings are tight, it is too painful to try and force yourself to reach your toes. Don't force yourself. And when we are in position, I'm going to bend my knees to do this. We're going to inhale here at the center. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward. On your next inhale, inhale deeply, hold the breath. Spine is as straight as possible. Then exhale and relax. You can bring your legs in. Back into easy pose with the legs crossed. Holding on to your shins, just where the ankles are. Now we're going to flex the spine. So we're going to inhale and tilt the spine forward. Exhale, tilt the spine backwards. So tilting the pelvis forward, I should say. Tilting the pelvis forward on the inhale and rocking the pelvis back on the exhale. Keeping the head stable. The head doesn't flop like this. The head stays so that the chin is parallel to the floor. And eyes closed if you can manage that. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. with a straight spine, hold the breath in. And exhale and relax. And just a few breaths here. So just notice how you're feeling. It is in the stillness that we recognize ourselves, really, at the deepest levels. The mind becomes calm, the body is more relaxed because we're bringing prana into the body, the life force. We inhale and exhale. Now we've changed, sit on the heels. And excuse that creaking sound, it's the floorboards on my end. Okay, so here, placing the hands on the shins, on the thighs, we're going to repeat the same movement. So we flex the pelvis forward on the inhale, flex the pelvis back on the exhale. So this time, you'll feel the stretch a little higher up in the spine. On your next inhale, inhale deeply, straighten the spine, holding the breath. And exhale. Right, still staying on the heels. We're going to take our hands to place them on the shoulders, thumb at the back and the fingers at the front on both sides. I can't touch the shoulder because of an old injury. I actually physically can't do that. So we're going to make sure our arms are up parallel to the floor in this exercise. We're going to twist to the left as we inhale through the nose, twist to the right as we exhale through the nose. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Inhale as we straighten the spine, hold the breath. And exhale and relax. Hands resting onto your thighs. And just a couple of breaths here before we move on. We inhale and exhale. Still on our heels. Place the hands back where they were. And this time we're going to raise the elbows up so that your wrists almost touch behind your neck. So we inhale up and come back down to the original position on the exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Now this actually hurts my shoulder, so I'll stop, but you keep going. Inhaling the elbows up, exhaling them back down. Inhaling up, hold the breath. And exhale and relax. Still on the heels. After this exercise, we'll move back to sitting with our legs crossed. We're going to interlace the fingers. Left thumb over the right if you're a woman. Right thumb over the left if you're a man. Starting here in this position, we're going to inhale, lift the arms up, and exhale, bring the hands back down to this position. So it's like this. Keeping the elbows straight. So it's powerful breath. Let's begin. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, hold the breath. And exhale and relax. Hands resting onto your thighs. Eyes closed down and just taking a moment here. And we inhale, exhale. We change position to sit in easy pose with our legs crossed. Hands resting on the knees. We're going to inhale, raise the left shoulder up. Exhale, raise the right shoulder up. So we're alternating our shoulders. Inhaling the left shoulder up, exhaling the right. and relax. Now we're going to change. So we inhale, bring the right shoulder up, and exhale the left shoulder up. So we're just switching the breath with the movement. Inhaling the right shoulder up, exhaling the left shoulder up. And we inhale and relax. Now we bring both shoulders up at the same time on the inhale. Drop the shoulders on the exhale. And we inhale the shoulders up, hold the breath. And exhale, relax the shoulders down. Now we turn the neck. So we turn the neck to the left as we inhale, to the right as we exhale. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Breathing through the nose. Inhale left, exhale right. And we inhale to the center and exhale. And we're going to switch around so that we inhale now as we twist the head to the right, exhale as we twist to the left. Inhaling right, exhaling left. And we inhale to the center and exhale. And just a couple of breaths here. And we inhale and exhale. And we have one last physical exercise before we have a rest. Let me demonstrate. We're going to come into a squatting position, heels together. This is the frog pose. Heels together. We're resting on the balls of the feet, and the fingertips and the thumb tips are on the floor between your legs. We're going to inhale as we come up, and exhale, come back down, bring the head up on the exhale. Inhale and exhale, and you're going to do 26 of these. So count to 26, and when you finish your 26, you can return to sitting cross-legged on your mat. Keep going to your 26. And when you've done your 26 now, it's time to rest deeply in your Shavasana. So lying on your back. You can pull a blanket over you if you need to. That extra weight is comforting, the warmth is comforting. And relaxing every part of the body. And we'll be here for 10 minutes, relaxing deeply, before we begin and end with a chanting meditation. Now traveling back into your body, taking a big deep breath in, letting the breath move through every cell of the body. And exhaling. Another couple of big deep breaths. And we'll wake up slowly by wiggling the fingers and toes, rotating your wrists and your ankles in both directions. Stretching your arms up over your head to stretch the spine. And bringing your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around your knees, rocking from side to side a few times. Then rocking backwards and forwards along the spine a couple of times, finally coming to sit with the legs crossed into easy pose. And we'll do our meditation together. So we're going to chant. We have our hands in a classical meditative pose that we bring the index and thumb tips to touch in the Gyan Mudra. The Mudra of wisdom. The index finger represents Jupiter. Jupiter is expansive intelligence, knowledge, and wisdom. And the mantra is Ekonkar Satanama Siddhiwahe Guru. Ekonkar means the time before time began, into the nothingness, into the time before being. Satanama describes a cycle of life and death and transformation. And Siddhiwahe Guru means there's great ecstasy in the knowledge that we are all of life, our thoughts, everything comes and goes in great cycles. And we return to source, we return to the time before all time began. We come out again. It's constantly, it's actually describing the cycle of karma and life and rebirth and death. And then we get to a point where we don't need to come back anymore because our cycle of karma is over. We've learned what we've needed to learn. We know what we've needed to know. Ekonkar Satanama Siddhiwahe Guru. So let me demonstrate what this looks like. Ekonkara Satanama Siddhiwahe Guru. And you may have noticed, when I went Ekonkara, I pulled my belly in. Then I relax it. Ekonkara Satanama, again on ma, Siddhiwahe Guru. So it's 3 times you pull the belly in. Ekonkara Satanama Siddhiwahe Guru. Ekonkara Satanama Siddhiwahe Guru. Shall we give that a go? So first we'll just inhale deeply and exhale the complete cycle, and then we'll begin. Having our eyes closed down as we chant, exhaling, and we'll begin. Ekonkara Satanama Siddhiwahe Guru. 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 Ekonkara Satanama Siriwaha, Hey Guru, Ekonkara, Satanama, 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 Siriwaha, Hey Guru, Ekonkama, Satanama, Siriwaha, Hey Guru, Ekonkara, 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 Satanama, Siriwaha, Hey Guru. Last time. Ekonkara, Satanama, Siriwaha, Hey Guru. Inhaling deeply, hold the breath. And exhale. We'll just sit here quietly for a few breaths. Bringing our hands together at the heart center. We end with 3 Sat Nams. Sat is long and Nam is short. Inhaling. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Satnam. Namaste. Thank you for joining the class, and do know that on my YouTube channel there are other classes you can enjoy and other pranayam, short pranayam sessions that you could do any time of the day if you needed to come back to yourself. Thank you.